So hi, I'm Elizabeth. Yeah, I don't really call myself a personal trainer too much anymore. It looks funny up there, but I tend to call myself more a movement specialist now because that's what I'm really concerned with. So I work with a lot of people that have injuries, that have had kind of consistent niggles and things which don't seem to go away. A lot of times people will say to me, you know, oh, I used to run, and then my knees started hurting, or the number of times in my day that people say to me, oh yeah, but you know, my back hurts, so I can't do that. So I'm kind of more concerned with that at the moment. I've been involved with fitness all my life. My mum tells me the story that I was running around the track at 4 years old, and she said to me, and you had a proper little pace, and you went round all the way around the track. And I was too young to remember this, unfortunately, but it's a lovely story. So in one way or another, I've always been into fitness and moving and feeling good. I've been really lucky to learn from the top guys in the industry, and these are the guys which inspire me. So I won't name them all, but there's some really cool guys, and when I get to see them, you know, these guys which have been doing this for 30 years or more, and how they can solve problems with the body just very quickly. They'll watch you walk. I've become a bit of a posture pervert, so I tend to do this too. They'll watch you walk, and it's, you know, yeah, it's my catwalk. And they say, oh yeah, it's, you know, it's their left hip, this and that. And I'm like, wow, okay, God, how did they see that? I was telling someone earlier tonight, I was walking behind somebody, and she had these really funky shoes on. I was like, oh, they're kind of cool shoes, but they're not the shoes for you. This shoes. And it's not too much of an exaggeration, so this is what I'm concerned with now. My biggest challenge is changing the mindset that people have become conditioned to living with pain. So, yeah, I have a bad back. It's not so bad, you know. It doesn't mean that, I'm not talking about immobilizing pain. There's always going to be that case. But I'm talking about the stuff which stops you from doing what it is that you love to do. And has anyone experienced this? Has anyone used to do something and now, okay, cool. You're a very interactive audience. I like that. Come see me afterwards. I'll see if I can help you out. So I work alongside practitioners. I don't replace them. I work alongside them, and this is something which is very important to me. But what I have over practitioners is I have the luxury of time. So as a trainer, people will come and spend typically an hour with me a few times a week. Sometimes they come and don't come back, but generally I don't scare them off too much, and they come back, and I get to kind of work with them and get to know their body, and not just how their body moves, but how their body responds to what I'm doing with them. So the challenge with changing the mindset is that quite often it's not the side of the pain which is the problem. Let's talk about knee pain for a moment. So the knee's a pretty dumb joint. It's caught between the hips and the feet, and it just goes where the hips and the feet tell it to. So often with knee pain, it's really not your knee's fault. And if you go and see a practitioner, they have the challenge of 20 minutes, half an hour possibly, to, you know, take your pain away. That's a big expectation. So they have to look at the knee, and there may be some pathology there which they need to address. But unless you actually fix the cause, really get to the true cause of why your knee is hurting, it will probably get a little bit better, but it's going to come back. So this is what I found with my own body, and I know how being in pain impacts every aspect of your life. I've been in debilitating pain where I just couldn't do everything, and it's rough. So my mentor took my pain away in 10 minutes. He didn't touch the site where the pain was, and it's not come back. And this was after 18 months of going to see every expert. I was on the list to have surgery. I was like, just chop it off, I'm done, it's fine, I don't need it. And he took it away in 10 minutes, so I thought, okay. I was like, wow, I need to know how you did that. What's going on? How did you do that? And that led me on the journey of trying to, and I say trying to because I don't think I will ever get there, but of trying to understand human movement. So my big dream is to understand human movement. One of my mentors has been studying human movement for 30 years or more, and he says, I don't understand anything about the human body. I was like, oh God, oh, this is so depressing. I'm never going to understand this. But then I thought, okay, you know, he's a very, very humble guy, and in my mind he understands it perfectly. So that's the big dream, that's my Everest, along with actually I'd quite like to climb Mount Everest. But so that's the big dream, is trying to understand it. And in that I want to be able to share the knowledge that I have, the little bit that I have, to help people who are in pain, and to know that they don't have to live with pain, and to understand what might be causing that pain. When we look at, you know, in the training world for me, in the gym, we're told how the body works and what happens. So for example, we've had a chance this evening to feel what's going on in our gut. So let's everybody just stand up for a second. And reach your hands up overhead. Feels good, right? Okay, now you're going to lean a little bit to the left. Yeah, and we're going to lean a little bit to the right. Okay, and then you're going to turn around a little bit. Nice. Turn around the other way. Cool, lean back a little bit. Lean forwards a little bit. Fabulous. Okay, now put your hand on your gut, or what we call in the gym the abs. Okay? Now some of you are still stretching. They are in there. I promise you they are in there. So put your hand on your abs. Okay, now do what you've been doing at the desk all day. Right? So in the gym, we tend to train abs, we train the core, whatever you want to call it, by doing this motion. So you're lying on your back, you do a crunch, a curl, or something or other. Does everyone know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you did it in January, didn't you? You did lots of it. Right. Okay, so just do that again for me. Slump those shoulders down. Feel your abs. Did they turn on or are they snoozing? They're on? Yeah. Some of them are on? Okay, mine are snoozing. Now do this for me. Keep your hand on your abs. Reach your hand up overhead. Okay, reach it back. Lean back a little bit. Reach up and back. If you're up for it, take your foot out in front. Wiggle it around. You feel your abs kick in now? Yeah. Do you feel something tightening in there? Fantastic. So thank you. Have a seat for me. So that's what the abs are doing. Okay? The abs decelerate extension. A little bit of technical in there for you. You can feel the difference of how your abs felt there to when you're in the gym and you're doing this. 500. Okay, so that's just, first of all, it's not what your body does, it's not how your abs work. Your body doesn't know muscles, your body knows movement. So if I had a little one that's about to fall, I'm not going to say, hang on, just engage my abs. They've already fallen. Too late. Crap parent. So I need to just be able to reach for them. Okay, I need my abs to react. I don't need to be thinking consciously about what is happening there. I need to be able to react. So my training methodology incorporates function and how the body moves. It addresses imbalances in the body, because when we don't address those imbalances, that's when our body breaks down. It's not all bad news. So if you have those imbalances, the body is a great, great, great adapter. The problem is if we leave it so that we're in that poor movement pattern for long periods of time, then our body may break down, and that's when we have pain. So my question to you, if you imagine yourself in a bubble, one of those big Zorby things. Has anyone tried Zorby? It's on my list. So imagine the bubble, okay? You're in the bubble. My question to you is, how big is your bubble? Do you live here? Or do you live here? Okay? How much do you move? How much do you move in the day? If you live here with a little bubble, every time you try and make sure you pick up the squash racket at the weekend, oh, I wasn't designed to go there. How big is your bubble? Oh, that's my question. Thank you.